Hello everyone. Okay, so I know we're a couple minutes early, but honestly, I was excited about today, so I want to go ahead and get started. Not to mention, I was just kind of sitting here waiting for things to get going anyway. So let's take a look. Who do we have in chat? Philip. Hello, Philip. First in chat. Let's see, we have Michaela. Hello, Michaela and Tyler. Jo Beth says, greetings all. Greetings, Jo Beth. Let's see, Kimmy. Hello, Kimmy. Michaela. Let's see, yeah, Todd. Let's see. Donna says, I feel like such a rat. I left another live stream to come here. Lol, I did that in the beginning anyway, so oh well. No worries, Donna. It's exactly what Tyler said. It's no different than changing the TV channel. Michaela, I did the same. Aw, you're so sweet. Let's see, Pat. Hello, Pat. Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. Let's see. You're sitting at the laundromat watching? Awesome. Hi, Adrian. Welcome. Hello, 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 everyone. Hi, Mia. Well, we have a few things announcement-wise today. Let's see. Yay, hello, Emily. There you go. Hi, Pat. Beth Ann. Hello, Beth Ann. So good to see you. Okay, so as most of you know, last stream we talked about coloring a page in Daydreams. But that was when I thought for some reason my 60 count of fine liners are going to be here Friday. But I totally misread my tracking and it won't be here until the 16th. So I was like, okay, we can't start a page that's going to use those this early. So we are doing a page in between. Sounds good, Beth Ann. So anyway, so I put a poll up on Facebook for what pages we want to do. And where did I put it? The bird was the winner. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Desert Wonderland, it is by a wonderful artist named Rachel Reinert. She also, Donna says, had to make sure I have the Ergosoft pencils out, not the Staedtler watercolors. They look the same. Oh, there you go. Alyssa says, I've been working 9 hours Monday through Friday this week. Whew, rough. Hi, Tamara. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so this is by an artist named Rachel Reinert. She's absolutely wonderful. She also did Botanical Wonderland, which we haven't done in the regular book yet, but we did the artist edition of Botanical Wonderland. But for those who are curious about the book, as far as its quality, it's got this wonderful color with a little, you know, kind of shiny embossing on the front here. The paper is great. It's a nice, oh, there's our butterfly. Haha. There's our butterfly that we finished last time. I think I put it in there so it wouldn't get wrinkled before I had a chance to put it away. This was the other page that we were debating out. But one of the great things about this book is the pages are perforated, so you can actually take them out, which is wonderful because, as we all know, that's what I love to do. So yeah, they're single-sided, they're perforated, so it makes it great if you just want to take one out, frame it later. So this one is kind of a second addition to her Botanical Wonderlands. This one is his desert one, and so it's got all the desert theme here. This is her little introduction, so lots of cacti. She gets inspiration from a lot of her travels. Yes, she does. She has a 3-month-old new daughter. Oh, she's so precious. She's so cute. But yeah, so it's got a lot of really great illustrations. And one of the things I love about hers too is that it's not like anybody else's. Like, you know, she does faces, you know, that are usually about the same size as like Hannah Carlson's. But her lines are a little bit thinner and her florals are completely different. Also, I'm a little shaky. I had some coffee earlier and I don't think that's completely out yet. But anyway, so she's got loads of great illustrations here. Good quality paper. It's not thin. Nice bright white paper. So yeah, it's all around a book I would highly recommend. Now, before we dive into, Michaela says, how's everyone tonight? I am good, Michaela. I'm excited to get started. Before we get into the book, I had some happy mail today. Something I said I was ordering, and it arrived today. And it is my Disney Dreams Collection Thomas Kincaid Studios coloring book. Now, most of you know already, I'm going to be taking part in the Disney Colorathon. My slot is going to be Friday, August 23rd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I decided this was the book I was going to do. So, first impressions on the book. I know some of you have it already. I think there were a couple of you that ordered it. But I took some time today and kind of looked through it because I needed to figure out, you know, what pencils I'm going to use and what page I'm going to do. So I spent some time looking through it. And first impressions are, it's a little bit smaller than I imagined. Like, for instance, you know, Rachel Reinert's book is also kind of like a portrait style book. It's not a perfect square. Yes, it is very smooth. It's great, Donna. But you can see the size difference in compared to Rachel Reinert's. You know, it's got a good inch to inch and a half around you know, it's a little bit smaller. Let's see. Quality 2. So they've got glue, you know, that helps hold the seams together. I don't know how well you can see here. On the outside, there was a little bit of glue spillage, but that could have just been the factory thing. I'm not going to say that's anything that's detrimental to the book by any means. So there are a ton of pictures in here. I actually didn't count them. They are, so there's, you know, one coloring page to each picture. On one side is the page you can color, and on the left side is the colored page. And if you look closely, these were actual paintings that were done because you can see the texture from the canvas behind it. So if you're trying to compare this one to a coloring page, you order it and should get it soon. Hi, Cheryl, welcome. If you compare it to this one, even if you choose the same colors, your colorings are not going to look the same as this. For instance, they filled in, whoever created the coloring pages, filled in the black, while on the painting, you know, they've created texture. Now that it's filled in with black ink, you're not really able to do that unless, you know, you add a white pencil on top. So you're a little surprised too about the size of it, Kimmy? But yeah, so these are, you know, canvas paintings, so it's not going to look ideal. So when it comes to these pictures on the side, yeah, small, exactly. All of the posh books are smaller. Okay, so maybe this is my first posh book. Oh, perfect, Donna. So I think these pages are not what you should strive to make your picture look like. More so, here are some color options, you know? So anyway, I looked through them. There are loads of great ones. It's not like they're scenes taken directly out of the movies. It's like they are, like some of them kind of look like it, but it's more like some are a compilation. So like at no point do I recall this being in Aladdin. Let's see. Maybe Dumbo was like this. It's been a while since I've seen Dumbo. But let's see. There was a good example of a page. Okay, so this one, for instance. This is from Sleeping Beauty. You know, it's got the 3 fairies in the front. You've got Maleficent in the back. Let me see if I can zoom in. Get that in focus here. So yeah, you got Maleficent in the back, and honestly, I forgot about these little minions of hers, and when I was looking at the page, I was just like, what are these things? Then I remembered, oh, she has little minions. You don't see much of them, but anyway, so it's not necessarily exactly, you know, stills taken from the movies. They've come up with their own scenes, which is kind of cool. You know, it's not like it's identical by any means. Most of them are all of the older cartoons, except for Princess and the Frog, and this one here, and Tangled. My oldest was really hoping there was going to be a Frozen page in there. But yeah, I think most of them are the classic Disney ones. So I looked through, I like how they have a reference photo to go by. Yeah, so I think that's really what you need to consider it, is mostly just, here are the colors that you could use if you want this to look like it, you know? Because, I mean, they're creating these black lines where they were, so I think they had him create the paintings, and then they created the coloring page based off the paintings. So yeah, I thought about this one for a possibility. And originally, I wanted to do, after just glancing at it, I thought that I would want to do the Cinderella one. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, what page was it on? Find Cinderella. There was one thing I didn't like about, okay, here. So if you're just looking at this seems like a good page. You know, you have a lot of fun with your dress, that kind of thing. Tom Kincaid is from my area. Oh, so we have his galleries all over the place. I love going in them, even if I can't afford to buy anything, just to take in the beauty of all the art. Oh, exactly. Sitting here eating gingins, crystallized ginger, and thankfully my pain level is very low. Awesome, Donna. But what they did is, you know, they've got all of the sparkles from her dress and all of this, but in the coloring page, it has translated as these black sparkles. So it's like the only way you could really get past these black sparkles is like maybe if you covered it in like white ink. I think I would have been happier if they had just left the sparkles off and let us add the sparkles themselves. I feel like it's just like, I don't know, it's very distracting. Like, you know, you think of Cinderella's dress, you want to make it a nice, you know, blue colored dress, but with those, you know, drawn in sparkles, I think it's kind of taking away from it. So anyway, there's loads of them in here, and you know, those that told me it's pretty detailed, you are absolutely right. It is intensely detailed. I mean, it can be done for sure, but you can't expect it to look like any of the painting examples on the left. For instance, oh man, I can't even imagine the tedium of doing all of this canyon. So anyway, after looking all the way through, I decided that my page for the color along is going to be this one. The Beauty and the Beast one, because I didn't look at it so much as what's my favorite cartoon. I was trying to look at it more so like what would translate well for a coloring stream. Now obviously all of these flowers and stuff, they're going to take a while, but considering we only have about 2 hours, I think that focusing on her and him are going to be enough to fill that 2 hours. Hi Lisa. So for those wondering then, this is the book I'm going to be using. If you're interested, you can type !Kincaid, Kinkade, and that'll give you the link to the book if you are wanting to follow along. We're going to be doing this page, the Beauty and the Beast page, where they're dancing. And as far as the pencils are concerned, my instinct would be Prismacolor, because it's so much softer, or not softer, because it's so much smaller, I am concerned that it may get a little too messy in some of these small spots. So I am tempted to do the Arteza colored pencils. The Arteza Expert Color Pencils. Just because I'll get a finer, you know, a harder, finer lead with that, and it might be a bit less messy. Normally I do Ergosoft, but it doesn't have quite the color range that I want to try and get as similar as possible colors in here. Because that's my goal, is I want to get similar colors, but I also want to do it justice. So yeah, so we're going to do the Beauty and the Beast page, potentially Arteza colored pencils from the Thomas Kincaid coloring book. Okay? So there's that. Nice happy mail today. It was nice to be able to kind of see the book and figure out exactly, you know, what I want to do and everything. So yeah, we're going to do this page today, and I've been debating about this background. I haven't decided yet, because I definitely want to do something in here. I just haven't worked with yet. I think we're going to start with the wings and get that going. Hi Tasha, hi Sheila, welcome. We were discussing the Disney Colorathon. My Disney book arrived today, so we were discussing what we were going to use for it. Let's see. I've updated all the commands for the books and everything like that. If you're interested in purchasing Desert Wonderland, I put a link in the commands. You can just type Desert Wonderland, and that link will come up as well. But our standard !Book, !Illustrator, and !Tools will give you all the information for what we are doing this evening. As well as Facebook. If you haven't joined the Facebook group. Oh, good, Tasha. I'm so glad. That's right. You sent me that picture. So precious. And exclamation point Instagram to keep up with other stuff, okay? So today we are going to be, one second, just gotta check something, one moment. So today we are going to tackle this page here. Give me one moment, just setting something up here. Okay, and we are going to be using the Staedtler Ergosoft, which are these ones here. And there's 36 of them, so we've got a wide range to work with, and this is going to be good. I haven't used these in a little bit. I was anxious to get back to them. The pencil wrap, because I generally have people ask about it, it's by a wonderful woman named A Hum for Hope. And so if you do exclamation point A Hum for Hope in chat, there's a link to her Etsy if you are curious at all. But anyway, this is my favorite pencil wrap, and it's where all of my Ergosofts live. It's compact, and I take it with me wherever I go. So there's that. All right, let's see. Were there any more announcements? I don't think so. Okay. Well, what do you say we jump right in? Let's zoom in just a tad here. We're going to turn this just like so we can kind of get that in there. All right. I'm going to roll out my pencils on my little table over here. I've got my little Staedtler Sharpener. Okay. And just for those that weren't here before too, Rachel Reinert is also the same artist that put out the color workshop. So if you really want, it literally is a step-by-step guide to creating artistic effects. It covers everything you could ever need to know. Exclamation point color workshop is this also. I highly recommend all of her stuff. She's very, very talented. Okay, so I was thinking, so the cacti are going to be, a greenish color. So I was thinking kind of a brown red because it's, a desert book would be kind of nice for the bird here. I'm not entirely sure what kind of bird it is. It probably is, fashioned after something. Hi, SpongeBob, welcome. But I'm not entirely positive. So, and since we're not doing the fine liners anymore, I can actually give you guys some pencil names and numbers. That'll be good, right? All right, so let's go ahead and choose our colors here. So like I said, I want to do something kind of brownish red. Isn't it, Donna? It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, polychromos should be fine. Oh, that reminds me. I have a color chart. Let's grab the color chart here. I started a comparison of it, and honestly, I've been terrible with the charts. I have not finished them yet, but let me see if I can grab it here. Let's see, is this one it? Is this the one I'm working on? Let's see, that's the old one. This is the new one behind it. I don't know, that's the Prismacolor Arteza. Give me 1 second. I honestly just forgot to grab this color chart here. Just 1 second. I suppose we could use the old one. It's just not as nice looking as the one that I've been working on. Give me 1 second. I kind of would like to use that one. It will just look nicer, because what it is it's an Ergosoft chart that compares Prismacolors and the Artezas, depending on what you're doing. I don't have one to compare the polychromos, because I don't actually have the full set of polychromos. Hi, Patricia, welcome. We are just getting out our color chart here. Just give me 1 moment. 1 second. Here we are. Okay, I just haven't filled out the colors for all the Prismacolors yet. But I do have the numbers, just not the colors set up. So this is the one that I created initially, and it's super messy, which is why I was recoloring a new one here. But it looks It looks much nicer than the other one, and I had to make a few changes to numbers and everything. So this is the updated one with the correct numbers. So we're gonna do this one. It just won't have the Prismacolors filled in yet. Okay. All right. So that will be our good reference in case anybody is using the Artezas or the Prismacolors. So we're gonna use, I can use Prismas, would that be better? If it helps you, Jo Beth, whichever one you want to do. But I do, I guess my point is I have the Prismacolor equivalents, I just don't have the polychromo equivalents. So if you would like the similar colors, this is the chart that I have for it. Like I said, I just haven't finished filling it in, but I do have the equivalent numbers. I went through and tried to match them as good as possible. So, where did I set that? Oh, it's right there. So you can see here, they're not a perfect match, but they're pretty close. You know, as close as you can get. I mean, because they're not the same pencil, so you're not going to get it exact, but pretty dang close. All right, so I'm going to use the 15776. After I get the colors out, then we'll do the comparison numbers. Okay. So 15776, we're going to use the 15729, and we're going to use, I think, the 15743, and then we'll grab the 15710 just in case we need a fourth one. I try, Mia. I'm trying. I'm so behind on my charts and I feel so bad. Okay. All right, so equivalents are, for those using different ones, so for the 15729, which is this one here, Arteza equivalent is A049, and the Prismacolor equivalent is 924. Okay, here, we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see. Okay, so we're using 15729, and the equivalents are 049 and 924. Arteza, Prismacolor. Okay, and then we're using 15760. Ah, perfect. There you go, Alyssa. Have you ever combined multiple brands of pencil in one piece? Trying to think. Sometimes I'll use a Prismacolor to blend some pencils that aren't blended as well, but generally I tend to stick to one brand just because they don't always blend well together. I don't know, maybe I'm being a stickler about it, but yeah, I generally try to stick to one brand. Here, I'm gonna turn the fan up real quick. It's kind of warm in here. One sec. Tad toasty in here. The temperature has definitely increased here. Do exclamation point Ergosoft, Alyssa. Yeah, exclamation point Ergosoft. There's also a link in the description. Here, I'll put it here. So just exclamation point Ergosoft, and that'll give you the link for it. I've used multiple pencil sets on every page, just me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a stickler to sticking to it. Okay, so now I've got the 15776. That fan's not too loud, right? I don't know if it's being too loud. I can turn it down one if it is too loud. And then the Arteza equivalent is 118, and the Prismacolor equivalent is 946. Let's move that over. There we go. 946, and then we are going to use right up here, we have 15743. The Arteza equivalent is 076, and the Prismacolor equivalent is 940. And then lastly, we may or may not use it, but this is 15710. The Arteza equivalent is 028, and the Prismacolor equivalent is 915. Okay? And since I had the chart in front, if you missed that, you can always go back and, you know, pause the video to see what the list is. Oh, but they're worth it, Alyssa. They are so worth it. I love them. All right, we're gonna give them a nice little sharpen. My sharpener's a little bit full. We're gonna empty that 1 second. All right, cool. Thanks, Kimmy. All right. Sharpen these up here. Oh, and I broke the lid. Yay me. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Okay, this one. Which, Mia, that I think I said it last time, but I put in the application for that Canada Amazon one. I'm just waiting for them to email me back. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with, let's see, top or bottom. We're going to start with the top wings, okay? Keep that in frame there. Could you say a color name maybe? Could you say those again? Sorry, mine are kind of out of order. Yeah, no worries. The color name for the Ergosofts? For the Ergosofts, it is 15776. We have 4, Donna. So 15776. We have 15729, 15743, and then we may end up using 15710. Okay? So 76, 29, 43, and 10. Okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to start from the top. And she kind of gives you a hint of where you need to start anyway, because these lines here are kind of like meant to be a bit of a shadowing. So that is where we're going to start with our darkest color. I'm going to have to get back used to the Ergosofts here. It's been a little while since we used them. Oh, for the Prismas? And this chart is also on the Facebook group, so you can download it for our next session too, so you can follow along with that one. All right, so 1576 is 946, and then the 15729 is for Prismacolor is 924. Then the 15743 is 940. Yeah, they do all start with 157. I think it's out of habit I say 157. And then number 10 is Prismacolor 915. Okay, so Jo Beth, you're going to have 946, 924, 940, and 915. Okay? Thank you, Mia. I don't know. I think we've learned Donna's superpower. She's our Donna, the color predictor. We're gonna make you a cape that has CP on it. You're the color predictor. No one puts Donna in a corner. You know, like no one puts baby in a corner. It's your superpower, Donna. I just press a little darker up at the top and then go lighter as I go out. Go. What are you gonna name this bird? I don't know. Should it start with a W since, well, no, maybe even a D? Dustin the Desert Bird? I don't know. I'm bad at picking names. We could. He's a bird. He's a character. Ozzy the Octopus, and we had, you know, Flossie the Flamingo. A couple of F names for those flamingos. Alright, there's the brown. Hi, Lisa. Let's see, now we're going to use the 15729. Okay, we'll go ahead and start over here. Okay, kind of blend it into that brown a bit. And not pressing real hard because we're going to be blending that kind of light orange in it as well. She could be a girl bird. I suppose there's nothing that says she couldn't be a girl. Betty the bird. I'm just doing little circles here. Again, not pressing too hard. I don't want it to be a bright, bold red, you know. I could press really hard and it would, you know, be super, super vibrant and be hard to blend away those harsher lines because we're probably going to go back over with that dark brown again. It's funny because you color with different pencils in different ways, things that work for different pencils. And so there's things that I would do for Prismacolors that I don't necessarily do, you know, for Ergosofts. And so you just kind of have to, you know, flip a switch in your brain and be like, okay, now you need to use, you know, do what you know to use for these pencils versus what you were doing with these pencils. And it's like, okay. So what we're doing right now, you can just consider like our base colors, because after one layer of all four colors, we're not going to be done yet. this little feather tucked under here. We're gonna use that brown again real quick. Just a bit. There, okay. So, how's everybody's week going? It's Wednesday, which means we're halfway through it. Or, yeah, halfway through the week. Almost on the downswing of the work week. Oh, and Philip, if you're still here, I'm thinking Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time for that digital stream. So we are going to be, for those of you that don't know, for this Sunday's stream, because we generally tend to do something a little bit different on Sundays, we are going to be doing a comparison between using Procreate, the iPad app called Procreate to color, versus the app, the Pigment app to color. I've been toying with the Pigment app and I've used the Procreate app for ages. But on Sunday, we're going to do kind of a comparison / tutorial. Be like, okay, this is what I do to color in the app. So if you are interested at all in digital coloring, that is what we are going to be doing Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Got the red over here. Okay, now we're going to be using the 15743. And I color on the side a little bit just to get started, because when you are first sharpening it, you know, you got a nice sharp point and I don't want to create any harsh lines. So I color to the side a little bit so that we get a bit of a smoother laydown of the color. Good luck, Emily. I will be sleeping. Sounds good, Mia. But Philip might be sleeping too, because it's a bit different time zone, I think, for him. But I will message him otherwise. You hope to be in church? Sounds good, Donna. Well, and I enjoy doing some of those earlier streams sometimes, just because there's a lot of people from the UK that can't ever watch these, because, I mean, right now it's the middle of the night for them. Blending all that in. Let's give this a little tad of a turn here. And this will all look much more blended and smoothed out once we add our second layer. Awesome. Thanks, Kimmy. Yeah, it's like 8 a.m. for you. You're right, Mia. West Coast time. My dogs don't get up before 10. There you go. So now we're going to be using the 15710. And Donna's right. They're all 157. I think I just got used to saying 157, you know? Guess I could call it just number 10. Oh, I forgot to add that light orange here. There's always a feather or two, I forget. Hi, Ariane, welcome. We're coloring our bird from Desert Wonderland. Rain predicted for my area all weekend, so inside jars, no yard work, and coloring. Perfect. That's good, Kimmy. Well, like I said, it's, you know, a little bit different than what we normally do, but, you know, sometimes it's kind of fun to change it up a little bit. All right. You know, I also want to grab some green now that I'm seeing these colors laid down. So we are going to grab the number 57, which is this one here. Arteza equivalent is 029. Prismacolor equivalent is 1097. Okay? So we are using pencil number 57. Okay? And we'll get to that here in just actually, no, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use it right now. I'm gonna give it a sharpen. Okay, then we're gonna go back over with our browns and reds and orange at the end and kind of smooth all this out a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with it kind of on the left side, not pressing real hard, just going over it enough so we can get some of that pigment on here. And we chose green because green is complementary of red, and red is kind of the theme that we're doing with these wings currently. Okay, so like I said, I'm not pushing real hard. And because it's kind of orangey too, you could also choose to use a blue if you wanted to. Okay. Yeah, blues could definitely work. All right, now we're gonna grab our brown again, the 7-6. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna start with this feather here. I've been working on a double page in one of JB's books and started a black page in one of Susan Carlson's books. I need to get caught up on Emily's too. Well, at least you won't be short of anything to do, right? I lost track of how many work in progresses I have. Okay, now we're going to grab that red again. That is number 29. When I forget how to color botanical, I'll work on one of Emily's. There you go, Donna. Thanks. All right. Use orange, which was 15743. Now I will say, in Rachel Reinert's books, the paper is extremely smooth, so you're going to get a bit more of a shine with the Ergosofts when you use them in here as well. But it's all about plenty of layers. Exactly, Donna. I quit counting. Okay. And we're gonna grab our yellow. There we go. All right. Now that we kind of know what we want it to look like a little bit, and even if we wanted to, we could drag that brown down kind of along with that green as well. You know, just real light. Very, very light. Take some of that red too. Kind of go over it all. Okay. Hi, Loretta. Working on your dragging lean brood again? Awesome. There we go. Drag that down. Okay. It's a great book, Annette. You can do ! Desert Wonderland if you're curious to check it out. And that'll give you the link for it. All right. So there's that wing. Now we're going to go over and do these other wings here. All right, so we're going back over with that brown. Now some of these skinny ones, you don't necessarily have to drag the brown all the way down. You can if you want, just a tiny bit. A little bit goes a long way. All right, going back over with red. Yes, dragging the brown down is my buddy. Yes, Donna, agreed. I wish I had the full set of color sauce. I actually like them even if I don't use them too often at the moment. There you go. The yellow. Now that one was a pretty skinny wing because there wasn't a whole lot of, you know, room for adding too many layers, but okay. Now let's go over here. Let's just go left to right here. I probably should quit jumping around so much or I'm gonna forget a feather. Again, another skinny feather, so I'm not worried too much about dragging the brand down to the side. Just want to get a nice even blend. Okay, so there's that orange. What color did you dye it, Loretta? Like, were we talking jet black? Okay, now the red. There we go. You're thinking they might work nicely on black paper? Thinking what might not work nicely on black pepper? Black pepper. Donna, tripping over my words. Okay. There's the yellow. Let's grab the brown again. Name the bird Rachel the Raven. I like it, Donna. I like it. You're so talented, Donna. I didn't even look at my hair after I washed all the dye out and did the shampoo and conditioner. I put it in a head towel wrap and waited. The words that came out of my mouth. Oh my gosh, Loretta, that's hilarious. So nope, it's not jet black, though it looks it. Did you do like a real dark red or like a burgundy or blue? Could dye it blue. I think there's a part of me that's always wanted to dye my hair blue. Oh, hope if I had that in frame, huh? Oh, color softs? Okay, I haven't actually tried the color softs too much. All right, we can use that brown again. Okay, now the red. There we go, blending that in. It's a very deep violet color. Oh, that's cool. There we go, using that light orange. Midnight violet. All right, awesome. Did you post it on Instagram? Also, if you're feeling like your colors are too dark or too vibrant, you can always go over it with a white. And again, just to recap, we're only using 4 colors right now. The 15776, 15729, the 15743, and the 15710. So brown, red, and orange, and then we used a little bit of the number 57 for the green on the side. It is purplish. It was supposed to be. It probably will be once it fades a little bit. There you go. But purple sounds fun. Okay. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. We're just working on our bird's wings here. If I ever stop too, it's because I'm stopping to look at chat. Like you ever see my hand hover for no apparent reason? It's because I get distracted. Emily's famous for toning down colors with Prisma White. Yep, a little bit. Yes, I did a lot. I have fun goofing off, taking photos, both playing and with filters tonight. Awesome. 57. Yes, we did use 57. Yeah, we used the green, and we just did it a little bit in between the first set of brown, reds, and oranges and stuff here. Then, before we put on the second layer, we used a little bit of green all the way down the side a little bit. And I was saying if you wanted to, you could use blue also, Donna. Hi, Katara. Welcome. Isn't it nice? Yeah, it goes well with the red since red and green are complementary. Love the color. Problem is, without makeup, I look washed out due to it being so dark. Well, like you said, if you don't like the darkness, it'll you know, lighten up once you wash it a bit. Or if you're like me, just use, you know, Prismacolor white on it. It'll tone it down. Can you imagine coloring each strand with Prismacolor? Be hilarious. Orange. I know I'm not saying it every time, but we're using the same pencils, just the brown, the red, and the yellow over and over again until we get the layers that we want. Glam it up then, Loretta. There, exactly. Could learn how to do a smoky eye. That's a thing, right? I don't know. Is smoky eye not a thing anymore? Certainly gives me a reason to want to again. It'll be fun. You imagine my husband walks in and I'm trying to color my hair with a pencil. He's like, what are you doing? I'm getting creative! Leave me alone! Katara says, Loretta, I have the opposite problem. I'm so pale, I'm translucent. Oh, Katara. Pencil color your hair, Loretta. Yeah, there you go. You could use watercolors, I suppose. You know, just add water and, you know, changes the color. Might rinse it out, but, you know, for those 2 seconds before it all rinses out, you know. One strand at a time, exactly. Oh my gosh, that wouldn't be tedious at all. We're just letting the gray grow. Actually, more like silver. Yeah, I agree with that. I hadn't dyed my hair in ages, and so a few months back, I was just like, I want to try something lighter, you know? So I tried to go, because I'm a pretty dark brown naturally, and I tried to go a little bit lighter, but it was not successful. But the interesting thing is I'm old enough now that I'm starting to get some, you know, sporadic grays, enough that it's, you know, fairly regular. I'll find one and I'm like, no, you know. And so I was just like, okay, well, we'll, you know, fiddle around with dyeing it. And I never truly understood what they meant by, you know, cover up those stubborn grays. But unless you're doing, because I was just doing semi-permanent dye because, you know, I didn't want it to stick around. I was just, you know, kind of having fun playing with it. But I tell you, that dye did not dye the grays. They were still there, and I was like, holy cow, this is what they mean by stubborn grays. I did not realize this was such a thing. Chalk pastels would work better. There you go, Katara. Use Inktense, more permanent. Exactly. You know, I bet you if somebody had like white hair or like really light blonde hair, they could probably actually do that a little bit. Ooh, or you could use the art markers. They're alcohol markers. They're supposed to stain it, right? Right? I have my hair dyed every 8 weeks. It takes a long time to go light. Yeah, that's what I hear. And I was just like, all right, well, this is exhausting. When I was younger, I went through a red hair phase, but I think I just, you know, did so many red hair dye. Got to the point where it was just looking orange, and I'm like, this is a bad idea. We may use this green again to bring out the green just a little bit more after we add all these layers. I'm not realizing I wasn't dragging that brown down. I'm gonna do that just a bit more. Go back over these. All my feathers stay consistent, you know? All right, so that was the brown. Welcome back, Kimmy. Go. I had to make sure and use the double amount of dye in my hair around the temples and edges due to all the gray. Yeah, I had no idea that they were actually that hard to dye. I was like, wow, okay, stubborn grays literally is a thing. All right, there we go. That looks better. Where's my brush? I need a brush to brush away this dust here a little bit. Okay. I'm so glad I try to keep mine in a pixie-ish cut. Makes it easier to dye. Oh, I'm sure, Loretta. I had a pixie cut when I was maybe 18 or so. I don't know. I think short hair was just not, you know, it's just, I don't have one of those faces that can go with short hair. I can do short-ish hair, but I'm growing it out at the moment. Henna works wonders and sticks, though I found out the hard way that if you don't use purified water from a bottle, it turns your hair green. Oh man, Katara. Whenever I think of somebody's hair turning green, I don't know if any of you have seen the Anna Green Gables with Megan Follows. You know, it's in the story anyway, but I think of that particular movie. I think it was a BBC, no, was it BBC? Might have been BBC, I can't remember. Anyway, Megan Follows in Anna Green Gables, and the part where she buys the hair dye from a peddler on the road, and she dyes her hair and it comes out green, and she's just like, I'll never live it down. That's all I think, and then Marilla has to cut all her hair short again. Trials and tribulations of being a teenager, I suppose. Yeah, there you go, Kimmy. Oh, dang, Katara. Mine used to be that long when I was in high school. I had it past my hips, and then it just got too much to take care of. And I was like, it's right around my senior year, and I was like, I need a change. High school's almost over, so I cut it all off. But I'm working on, well, not cut it all off. I cut it to my shoulders. But going from hips to shoulders, that was kind of was a cut it all off. You know what I mean? How long did it take you to grow that, Katara? Or I guess the better question is, like, when was the last time you had your hair shorter? If ever. "10 inches? Oh, did you do one of those locks for loves, Kimmy? I had it when I was a kid, and then I cut my own bangs. Yeah, I used to cut my own bangs too, Mia. I had them in high school. Occasionally I'll get a whim and I'll want bangs again, but then there's the whole process of growing them out. But, I don't know, it made more sense to learn how to cut my own bangs than, you know, have to go into the hair salon and pay somebody to cut my bangs once a week. You know what I mean? Oh, that's awesome, Kimmy. I'm going to get a foot cut off because I do that once in a while to keep healthy. That's fair. That's fair. I twist my bangs up in a tie, then cut. Feathers nicely. Oh, nice, Donna. Now that I'm older, on the whim that I do decide to cut my bangs, I go ahead and I got some fancy hair cutting scissors that do kind of the feathering nicely. From shoulder to waist took about 2 years. That's actually kind of fast. It's pretty fast. I mean, I've been growing my hair out a year, and it's down to... It's just past my shoulders now. I have it in a braid right now, and it's about to my shoulder blades, but... Well, the thing is, it's just so dang hot here. During the summertime, all I ever end up do is pulling it up. That, and my hair is so thin and so fine, like, even if I wanted to, like, wear it down with curls or anything, yeah, curls just fall immediately. I have tried everything. I think the next time I do curls, I'm gonna have my friend do the curls for me. Oh, you cut your friend's hair? Oh, nice! I was 5, I did a horrible job. That's cute. I think that... Let's see. Alright, I agree. Long hair, what does it say? I love long hair on other people, especially men, normally depending, considering not all men look good with long hair. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think that's almost a rite of passage as a kid to cut your own hair. I definitely did it to mine, and then I thought that I'd be smart and my mother would never know, and I hid the cut hair under my bed. Long story short, did not work. Like I thought my mother wouldn't notice that I just totally hacked my hair. All I usually draw are men with long hair. Oh, there you go. I like long curly hair. It was a disaster. My hair is thin and fine too. Yeah, it's hard. Thin and fine hair is rough. Speaking of drying, I really need to get the portraits done I've started in the next few weeks if I can focus on them. There you go. Oh, wait. So it wasn't like you cut your friend's hair now. When you were little and you cut your hair, you also cut your friend's hair. Okay, okay. Oh, man. I bet you your friend's mother was thrilled. Ah, which explains, Donna, why you were excited that the bird won. I figure I'd choose opposite pages, that way everybody had a chance to choose something that they might like. I did that too, cut my hair. I'll probably tear out all my people pics and give them to my friend. There you go, Donna. Well, thankfully, my kiddos... Let's see, did I skip? No, I did that one. Thankfully, my kiddos have not hit the cutting their own hair stage. We take them to a hair salon to go get it done, and the hairstylist has lollipops there. And so they get excited about getting to pick out a lollipop whenever we go to the hairstylist. They do a pretty good job. You know, sitting still and whatnot. The older you get, the curlier my hair gets. You know, I hear that. I had a, when I was younger, I had this gray hair that suddenly popped up on my head. And it was like, because I have like bone straight hair. Like it is super fine, super thin, and like way straight. But then I had this gray hair pop up in my head, and it was curly, like ringlet curly. I'm like, what is this? This is the exact opposite. So I'm really curious to see if when I get older, my hair turns like, probably not really curly, but you know, maybe wavy curly. That would be fun. I shaved my grandma's head when she was drunk and out to the world. My mom thought I too was asleep. Nope, I was up and playing with the electric razor because I saw my dad using it on his head. Oh my gosh, what did your grandmother do? Oh my goodness. Oh, and your mother must have just been livid. I want a coffee refill, but I'll be heading off to bed eventually since the alarm will be going off at 5:30. Don't need more caffeine. Yeah, you might want to stay away from the coffee if you got to get up early. Oh my gosh, Tamara. I would love to know what your mother's reaction to that was. Or even your grandmother's reaction. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? My hair is shoulder length. I just put gel in my wet hair and scrunch it and go. See, there you go. That's so cute. I would love curly hair. You know, they always say the grass is greener on the other side, though. You know, people with straight hair want curly hair. People with curly hair want straight hair kind of thing. So I guess they both have their ups and downs. And I permed my hair a while back. It wasn't like, you know, an 80s, you know, kinky, curly kind of style perm. You know, I had more larger kind of relaxed curls, and I really liked that. But the only downside is that it just fried my hair like none other. It just damaged it seriously. So I wish there was a way you could do a perm without just destroying your hair, you know? My hair went curly after Q ball. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that could do it. I mean, I guess it makes sense that it changes that. Also, virtual high five for going through all that, Mia. That couldn't have been easy. So, air high five. Let's see. High five and hug. There you go. She beat my butt when Grandma was done. Mama took over. Oh, goodness. I can only imagine. You're lucky, Donna. My hair won't curl at all. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Katara. My mother's hair was just like Shirley Temple's. Aww. Did you know that Shirley Temple's mother did her hair in rag curls every night, and that's why her hair was so curly? Can you imagine setting those curls every single night? Mia, when my dad had chemo, he didn't lose his hair, but it went from jet black to gray. Yeah, I can imagine. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. So that I lost my hair, but I had so much wasn't noticeable. Well, that's good. My boyfriend's hair was gray and white after chemo. Mia, his hair was dark brown. Oh, crazy. They did that to my mom's hair too. Oh, the rag curls. Okay, okay, very nice. I did rag curls to my hair once, and it did okay. I tell you though, it did not look like Shirley Temple's though. Just gonna do all the brown on all three of these feathers here so we can get done with these feathers and then move on to something else. And we're not doing the same thing all the time. Gotta test blood sugar. Sounds good, Jo Beth. Your doctor was getting paid for me being on it? You were on it for way too long, even after I didn't yet. Oh, weird, Mia. Thanks, Alyssa. Could you have refused it, or was it something you had to do? Hollywood asked my grandpa if Mom would double for Shirley Temple, but she said no. I'm so glad. She thinks she was right. Really? That's crazy, Donna. What was her reasoning for not wanting to do it? Well, I guess at 5, her parents probably made the... Well, look at that, chat. We have Rachel Reinert herself in our chat. The lovely illustrator that created this wonderful, wonderful page. Welcome, Rachel. So glad you're here. Yeah, we're working on the feathers, and I'm not sure what we're gonna move on to next, but yeah, we named her Rachel the Raven. There you go, see, Rachel is here. Oh, chat's so excited. Thanks for stopping in, Rachel. Yeah, we're just using some Ergosofts here and working on some feathers. Hi, Shannon. And Sherry, let's see, Sherry did, oh yeah, there we go. I don't know if I missed you, Sherry. There you, oh yeah, you're in there. But yeah, Rachel's here, yay! Yep, the bird won out. And we're calling her Rachel the Raven, even though we're coloring her brown, but it seems to work. Very awesome. See, everybody's so excited. We've been talking about your desert wonderlands and botanical wonderlands and your color workshop, how handy that is. Yeah, Donna says, kiss that baby for us. I know, Rachel, your baby is absolutely adorable. All right, well, we finished the top feathers. So instead of doing these feathers, let's move on to something a little bit different. I don't want to do the head yet because I want to wait and see what the feathers are going to look like, but we could do these little top feathers here. Thanks, Rachel. We're going for kind of a deserty kind of theme since it's Desert Wonderland. We're going to do some kind of greenish colors on the cacti and, you know, kind of a reddish brown bird. And then I'm thinking kind of a blue and yellow for the background. Yeah, super exciting. Of course, we could jump over and we could do a flower. I gotta think about it. Let's see. Let's zoom on in. Let's go ahead. People dyeing their hair, so maybe the raven's feathers are dyed. There you go. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and let's grab our color chart here. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Yeah, I did a little greenish here, a little bit of glitter on that finger there, but yeah. Try to change it up kind of every week. Yeah, a little emerald color. We're so happy you're here, Rachel. I'm definitely gonna have to put that in the title or something. It says, Rachel stops by for a chat. All right, let's see. Let's do kind of brownish for the top, but let's do a different brown, okay? So let's do number 77. Okay, number 77, and let's do 49. Okay. And then let's do, let's see, 49 to 49 to, I kind of want to do pink, but I don't think that will go well. So instead of 49, let's do 25. And then we'll do number 10, okay? Yeah, it's emerald. There we go. Oh, yes, do a flower, please. Yeah, we can do a flower. A flower. Okay, we're here in flowers. Okay, never mind. We won't do these top feathers. We'll do flowers. Well, I kind of had a red flower in mind for that. You know, kind of a rosy sort of color. So let's grab... Okay, we are going to have this brown out here. Number 76. And then we're going to use... Let's do number 61. Yeah, number 61. Okay. And then number 20. And then we'll follow it up with number 10. Okay, so Arteza and Prismacolor equivalents are... number 76 is going to be Prismacolor 946 and Arteza 118. And then 61 is going to be Prismacolor 995 and Arteza 86. Number 20 is going to be Prismacolor 993 and Arteza number 26. And then lastly, number 10 is going to be Prismacolor 915 and Arteza number 28. Okay? So yeah, we'll do this little flower over here. Zoom in nice and close, make sure we're in focus. Here we go. Let's get these sharpened. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the brown, and we're gonna do the darker color at the base of where the petal would be. So if you look here, the petal curves around here. So the bottom of the petal, you could imagine that it's folding out from here, but you could see the way these are curving, the bottom of the petal is gonna be here. Okay, so we're gonna add the brown here. Just a tad. And Rachel, we were talking about how much we love the paper in this book. It's so bright white, nice thick paper, real smooth. Okay, now we're using the number 61. Tamara says, gotta run. Love what you're doing so far, Emily. Feel worn out due to the heat. Sounds good, Tamara. I hear you. It's getting up to... Tyler says, oh, I missed it. Rachel is here. Yeah, it's getting up. It's supposed to be like 102 here this week. It is going to be hot, hot, hot. Now we're using the number 20. We're just going real light because we're going to add this yellow here. Just a tad, not a lot, because the moment you add that yellow on top of this pink, you're going to get more of an orange petal, and that is not what we want. Okay, so just a tad of that yellow right up here. Okay, coloring real lightly. Let's see, we could probably get even closer so we can see it a bit better. Okay, we're gonna focus that here in just a second. There we go, nice and close. Okay, yeah, it's great, Rachel. Not bad in Michigan. Oh yeah, I would love some cooler weather. 105 today in Arizona. Oh my gosh, Sherry. Lots of air conditioning, right? I'm so thankful that like central air is a staple in Texas. I don't think we could survive without it. Okay, now we're going to use number 61. Dang, no way can I color tiny circles 200 miles per hour. Oh, am I going too fast, Donna? It's about 72 here. See, I just need to move to Canada. Canada, Canada. Canada or bust, right? Gosh, I would love 72 degrees right now. Got the fan like going on 116. Oh my gosh, Sherry. Air and pools. Oh yeah, for sure. They just built a covered splash pad down here. I'm excited to take the kids to it. Because, I mean, you'd think that, oh, don't cover it because, that way everybody can get some, some sun and stuff. But honestly, it is warm enough without the sun beating down. So, yeah. Covered splash pad is super exciting. Okay, so the petal kind of curves around this. So we're going to add just a little bit of brown here. Just enough to give it a little bit of shadow. And we can do the same thing here. Okay. Go up just a tad. We'll do these two right here, okay? So now we're going to use that darker pink, that's 61. Did Rachel see your marker color pick from her book? Yes, I did. She shared the portrait tone one on her Instagram. And then we did the other ones, the more colorful artist editions as well. It's usually only 70s here. Oh, Mia, I am so jealous. Only the 80s here. Oh my goodness. All right, number 20. It's 69 degrees here in the mountains. All right, that's it. I'm moving to where all you guys are at. Or gals. I'm moving to where you're at. It's too hot here. Telling the husband, we're packing up. We're hitting the bricks. We're going somewhere where it's nice. Yeah, Pacific Northwest. I love the Pacific Northwest. After 105, it doesn't matter. Even the breeze feels like a blast furnace. Oh, yeah. I know. We can't even, like, hardly go outside. Like, it's like, oh, go to the store? Why? Aw, thanks, Rachel. A little bit of that yellow there. Okay, then we're going to use the brown here at the base. The idea is just kind of figure out where the bottom of the petals are. Some of these are going to be seeing the outside of the petals. Some of these are going to be seeing the inside. So the outside of the petals here, these are the inside. So that's where you want the darkest part to be. Now I'll use my markers. There you go. Yep, Donna, we're hitting the bricks. Getting out of this Texas oven. Probably wouldn't go over as well. 80s in the day. See, I miss the kind of weather where even if it's hot during the summer, it cools off at night. So what you can do is you can open your windows first thing in the morning, get everything all cooled off, and then, it can heat up during the day, but your place is still nice and cool because, you open the windows in the morning. Go. Okay, now this petal is curved around here, so we're going to add the brown at the bottom right, only to about here. Now I suppose theoretically you could go the other direction and make the tip of the petal be the darker part, because if you look at an actual flower, a lot of times it's lighter where the stem meets it. But for this particular instance, we're having the darker part be at the bottom of the petal. You have an ocean breeze here. Oh, you're making me so jealous. Gosh, I would love that kind of weather. I miss the coast, the beach. I grew up in a coastal town, so, 70s, 80s for summertime, that was about it. I didn't know a good thing when I had it. Katara says, back, what did I miss? Well, Katara, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Miss Rachel Reinert is in chat right now. There we go. There's that yellow. Bring it up there a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. So this petal is kind of curved a little bit. We're going to add some brown here. Okay. And actually, we're only going to add a tiny bit of brown here. Okay, just in this little corner here. Okay. Then we're going to add this darker pink here. Because when it's a smaller space to work with, you don't want the brown to overwhelm it. Summer times were spent, you know, playing outside and building tree forts and everything. It is just too dang hot here. That, and Texas has fire ants. Fire ants are the worst. Like, I never really minded spiders so much because, you know, there's spiders in the Northwest because spiders play a role, you know? They help keep the bug population down. But what role do fire ants play? They're terrible. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of the brown here. It's around 71 degrees Fahrenheit here at the moment, which is nice. Oh, that's so nice. Phew, finally finished one petal. It's okay, Donna, there is no rush. You take your time. It's hot upstairs here, though. We have 4 fans going. Yeah, Katara says, welcome, Rachel! Everybody's so excited you're here. It's such an honor when the illustrator stops by. All right, now we're gonna add a little bit of brown here. Just there. Yes, isn't it, Katara? She did such a wonderful job. I'm so excited to be here too, Emily. Thanks for all your support, Emily. So excited to be here too. Thanks for all your support, Emily, and everyone in here. Of course, Rachel. Well, your books are absolutely lovely. I was telling up at the beginning, you know, because we've been coloring a lot of Johanna and a lot of Hannah Carlson, but I love yours because they're so different. You know, they're a different change of pace than what we usually do. And I like, you know, kind of changing up the style every now and then. So your books are a perfect choice for that. Ariane says, wow, nice flower. I always wanted to learn to color this type of flower. Well, there you go. And we're just using 4 colors right now. We're using this brown, which is number 76, number 61, this darker pink, number 20, the lighter pink, and then number 10 for this light yellow. So pretty simple color scheme. You know, it's pretty light. Here we can zoom out a little bit too so you can see kind of how we're doing with that. And if you want it a little bit darker, you can always do another layer, which we might still do. But sometimes it helps just to get all your shadows down first before you start tackling more layers. Okay, so this petal is curved up over. Because the other thing you could do too, if you're wanting to kind of orient your brain when you're trying to figure out, okay, which way is this going, which way is that going, you can go ahead and lay down your darkest color first to kind of mark it so you don't have to stare at it for a little bit and try and figure it out, you know? I don't get why you put brown on the outside of that petal. So I'm using it as kind of the shadow, Donna, to create where the darkest part of the petal would be. Now, I was saying earlier, you could, you know, create a lighter one, but that's generally for petals that are attached to the stem. So I'm using the brown as sort of the shadow and the darkest part of the petal. Because the way that these petals are, they're curved, I can't talk. They are curled up over each other. So imagine, here, let's just grab these 2 things here. I'm gonna zoom out here and kind of give you a visual aid of what I'm talking about here. Laura Rafferty has popped in. Oh, did I miss her? Well, Laura, if you're here, I missed you. I'm sorry. Hello, Laura. Let's see. Let's see, I think this is the first time an artist has popped in on any of these streams that I can remember. Oh, yes. Oh, she's saying, oh, Laura has popped in before. Yeah, Laura came in for one of them. It was awesome. Okay, I'm going to zoom out here so I can show you what I mean. Okay, so imagine that this curved paper is a petal, okay? Here, we're going to... I don't want to curl that. One second. Let me grab a regular piece of paper. Grab it out of my printer here. Okay. All right. All right. So imagine that this is the petal, okay? Let's see. Can I zoom out anymore? Yeah, I'm going to zoom out one time. Fans blowing it everywhere. I've got one more dragon link to color, trying to figure out what colors to use. It's the largest of the dragon link. Oh, I get it now. Rachel put thicker lines where the shadow is. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Imagine that this is the petal, okay? And then this is the other petal behind it, okay? So what you're looking at now is in between the petals, and you see kind of how there is this shadow that's here. If I turn it a little bit, you can see a shadow here. So the bottom of the petal would be darkest if, you know, there's two petals on top of each other, and then the top would be the lightest. You can see where this shadow, turn it so the light see, where this shadow would be. So just imagine that these are petals of a flower. So you have your dark here, you know, well, this is dark here. It's not perfect, just a piece of paper, but the idea is, you know, there's a little bit of shadow where the two petals meet, and then it gets lighter as you go out. So that's kind of the idea. Go. All right, let's bring this down. Go. Hook that cord in there. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our shadow here. So it's all about just kind of visualizing what it is. So this here, this is all one petal because it's curled. Yeah, no problem, Mia. So what we're gonna do, because this is the inside of it, this part is gonna get the brown, and then the outside part, falling asleep here, good night. Sounds good, Alyssa, have a good night. So this is going to go right here, okay? I understand the theory behind where to put the shadows, but I was getting confused as to which way the petals were curled. Oh, gotcha, Donna. Yeah, so that's why it's sometimes if you, you know, just take your time and kind of look at the flower, and then like this, you can lay down all the shadows so that you don't have to think about it where you're placing your color. So it's kind of like a puzzle sometimes where you gotta, you know, look at it and be like, okay, which way is this one curled? Which way is this one curled, you know? So this one's going to be kind of curled up behind it. So we're going to add our shadow here. Okay. This little circle and this are one petal. So this area here is going to get the brown. Put a little bit there. And then this area here is going to get the brown. And it really helps you just kind of visualize the way it's supposed to look. Blues, greens, reds, browns, deep orangey brown. You could do like a golden dragon, Loretta. Cheryl says, I'm going to have to say goodnight. Have a good night, everyone. Sounds good, Cheryl. Have a good night. And then the brown will be... Oh, no, you know what? I made a mistake on that one. Where is my eraser? Realized that was the wrong. Should pick that up. I love these kneaded erasers for this kind of stuff. Okay, that's light enough that you won't notice. Okay, so I realized that this circle and this circle are part of the same petal. So the brown's gonna go here. I'm gonna put a little bit of brown there. And then this is gonna go here. Okay? Yeah, it'd be easier to first apply the shadows before the colors. Exactly, Donna. It really helps you visualize it quite a bit. So let's see. This here. Yeah, and then there's sometimes where you just kind of have to guess, but I'm going to go with this one here. And then I think that this and this petal are the same petal. So I'm gonna lay in my browns here, and that this is all part of the same thing. See? And you can, because it's curled over, you could add a little bit of shadow here too. I have to help my kid with homework. I hate school's already back. Yeah, we start in about 2 weeks, I think. Because it's curled over, you can add a little bit of shadow at the top. Because you have to imagine where it's curled, probably gives a little shower. I have a 0 pen eraser. Oh, nice, Donna. There we go. And then we'll add a little bit of brown there, okay? There we go. So there's all of our shadows, all right? So now we're gonna go back in with our dark pink, which is the number 61. Okay, put that in there. Now we can go ahead, since we have all our shadows laid down, we can go ahead and color every petal with our dark pink now. Go. Do they all go back so soon? Yeah, Mia, ours starts the week of the 20th. Loretta, what about a silverling dragonling, maybe with a bit of reflection from the other colors? Oh, that could be fun. Hence why I have to be up at 5:30. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. They start in September here. Yeah, I have family in Oregon, Mia, and yeah, they don't start until September also. I think it's just the different parts of the state start at different time. Started last Friday here. Oh, wow, that is early. Now I see why my flowers looked funny. I couldn't determine the direction of the curls, and some curls are one petal. Yeah, I definitely had to stop and think about it and be like, okay, which way are these ones pointing, you know? Go. See, and this is a pretty small space. You have to imagine that one's going to be kind of dark anyway. Go. This is the inside of one, so that's pretty dark. Go. Yeah, sometimes you'll have to take an artistic license to decide how to color some of the objects. I come from an abstract background, so some of my drawings have that feel too. And I love it, Rachel. I absolutely love it. Like I said, it makes it so unique. Yeah, no problem, Donna. Anytime. Plus, honestly, I feel like it kind of helps to work my brain, you know, a little bit artistically when I actually have to step back, look at the object, and then think about it before I just slap on some color, you know? I'm using that lighter pink now. Then we're gonna add the yellow. Let's see, did I move that out of frame? No, we're good, okay. Shifted a little bit without thinking. Hi Marie, welcome. I'm Queensland, Australia, and our school year doesn't end until November, December. Oh, dang. Yeah, I follow How to Dad on Instagram. And which, Rachel, if you like dad jokes, you should follow How to Dad. He's absolutely hilarious. It's all about babies. You'd probably get a kick out of it right now. But he is based in New Zealand, and so they're kind of on the same schedule. And yeah, they started going back to school. They're all wearing sweaters and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just sitting here in my 102-degree weather. I'm like, they're wearing jumpers. I'm so jealous. Just filling in with that yellow now. So I'm gonna leave the flower how it is now, but later when we finish coloring more, let's zoom out a bit, We could always add another layer and make the flower a little bit darker too. Hi, Anne, welcome. So yeah, there is that one. And there's always, you know, a little bit more abstract where you could, you know, say, okay, well, there's shadow coming from a certain way. So we could add a little bit of brown on this side too. Give the petal a little bit more depth. There we go. Just a little bit there. Can even make it just a tad darker there. So we're adding a tad more shadowing. Zoom in just a bit. There we go. Book Outlet has summer books. Oh, awesome. Looks good, pale. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we can just add just a tad more on the sides here, and it gives it just a bit more depth. I'm going to replay and take screenshots of each color layer. Oh, perfect, Donna. Yes, it's our summer, but kids get 10 days at Easter, 2 weeks in June/July, and 2 weeks summer, or September/October, and December/November is 6 to 8 weeks. Kids start back into January. Okay, yeah, so your breaks are spread out quite a bit. That's nice. Yeah, so once you get your initial layers down, then it's easier to kind of take a step back and look, okay, where can I add more shadow to give this more depth? You know, if you want it to look a bit more realistic, or just, you know, add a bit more contrast to it in general. So, like, since this is curved under, we can add a bit more here. Add more here. Not much, I'm not pushing real hard. Just enough to give it a bit more shadow. So. We'll do it on both sides here because it's a bigger petal. That might be about good for now. Alright, so there is one of the flowers. And what we will probably do, in case for some reason you want to work on this on your own at home, I mean, we're going to do these on stream, but we will probably do this one and this one and this one all the same color. So now that we've done a flower and some wings, let's move on to something else, and we can kind of hop around so that we are coloring different, you know, not all the same things. So what do you say we move on to a cactus ball? I can't believe I thought each curl was a different petal. I'm so glad I learned the reality of a flower. You know, all it takes sometimes is just kind of stepping back and looking at it and just thinking about it for a little bit, you know? Like I said, I like that. I feel like it just really makes your brain work a little bit more, you know? So why don't we figure out some green colors for our cacti here, okay? So let's see. Let's take a look, take a look, take a look, take a look. So really, you could go, you know, with, my instinct is to do like these colors here. You could do a more vibrant green if you wanted. I think we're going to do a bit of a blend, okay? So we're going to take pencil number 5. Okay. Number 5. Okay, number 5. We're going to take number 57, which we already had out, which is this one here, number 57. We're going to take number 56. And then kind of like with the others, we're going to take number 10 as well. Okay, so the Prismacolor and Arteza equivalents are this one here. We're using number 5. Arteza is going to be, we'll zoom in just a bit. Okay, Arteza is going to be number 41, and Prismacolor is going to be 908. Okay, then number 57, Arteza equivalent is number 29. Add pinks. That's a good idea, Mia. We'll grab some pinks too. And Prismacolor is number 1097. Then number 56, Arteza equivalent is number 100, and Prismacolor equivalent is number 1005. Then for our yellows, yeah, warm greens, exactly, Donna. Lisa said, good night, everyone. Sounds good, Lisa. Have a good night. Anne says, Emily, you make it look so easy. It's stunning. Aw, thanks, Anne. We're going to use number 10. So it's going to be Arteza number 28 and Prismacolor number 915. And I am going to take Mia's advice, and we are going to add a pink, only just one. And we're going to use number 23. This is probably my favorite, or sorry, 25. This is probably my favorite pink to use in the Ergosoft set, okay? So number 25, the Arteza equivalent is number 83, and the Prismacolor equivalent is number 929, okay? So we have 5 colors here. Ooh, there we go. 5 colors. We have kind of a cooler dark green, and we got number 5, number 57, number 56, number 10, and number 25. And you know what? I'm gonna add one more, okay? We are gonna add number 49. Wait, 49? No, sorry, not number 49. We are gonna add number 73, this brown here. I know, look at Mia calling out the colors tonight. So number 73, Arteza equivalent is number 27, Prismacolor equivalent is number 1033. Okay, so these are our 6 colors right here for what we're gonna do for the cacti, okay? So why don't we just go ahead and, I guess let's just dive in. Let's just do this big one here. I'm a little nervous about coloring the big space to make sure I get plenty of depth, but we're gonna have to do it at some point, so let's just start and get that one going. Okay, so we're gonna start with the dark green. And this is going to be kind of our, where the darkest part of our cactus is. We're going to add the browns and pinks to help with the shadowing and such, but we're going to start with our base colors first, which is going to be the dark green. Okay, so we're going to start here. And we're just doing light colors, okay, because we're going to add plenty more layers. That edge of the flower. Let's move these pencils out of the way here. And I'll be adding these color numbers to the YouTube later as well once I update everything. Because I'm sure that you've noticed I don't always update the cover photo right away, because I like to take a picture of what we did to put it on there. And because we do it at night, I can't take a picture of it until the next day because I photograph them outside to get the best and brightest light. Okay, so nice light layers. I suggest doing it in stripes. No, never dive into a cactus. Donna, you crack me up. So just light layers. Like the ribbed cacti. Oh, there you go. Except the ribbed cacti are more elongated. Maybe we could do it too. In her book. So let's take a look at the book here. Okay. And in the very front, see, like here are the flat ones. There's some kind of ribbed ones there. But if you look, she's got some pictures from her travels here. So like here's this cactus. Forgive me if I disappear. I'm all comfy under covers and find this relaxing. I'm hoping to fall asleep. Sounds good, Anne. And then here's like that ribbed cactus that you were talking about. And then kind of here's these flat ones. Which this is kind of, always dive into them, there you go. Which this is kind of what I'm fashioning these round ones more after. So yeah, it's great because she's got these pictures in your little introduction here at the beginning, but you've got a few cacti reference pictures. And look, there's Rachel. Okay. Got these cords that are just hanging down here. There we go, that's better. All right, so let's see, let's turn this here. Make sure, oh, let's zoom back in. There you go. And maybe a little under that feather there. Like I said, we're just doing real light layers. Prickly pear cactus. Yeah, there you go, Loretta. Okay, you're gonna turn this. It's just easier for me to get the kind of strokes I'm looking for if I turn the page so that it's in a comfortable spot, which is one of the reasons that I love the fact that this is... Aren't they great, Mia? She did really good. She's got, if you follow her Instagram, she's got loads of pictures from her travels on there. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, you can always Google reference photos of cacti as well. Okay. So those are our nice layers. Oh, I was saying I turn the paper so that it's more comfortable for me to color and I get the strokes that I want. That's one of the reasons I love these books is because they're perforated, so I don't have to use my X-Acto knife to cut them out. Those are a nightmare. I couldn't tell you how many times I've gotten into one my mom had and the huge one and I had. Oh goodness, yeah, that would not feel well. All right, so now we're using those itty bitty spines are a pain literally to try to see it or move. Oh, I can imagine. Ooh, giving me chills. This is number 57 now. Again, just light layers. I think that's the point. Yeah, probably. Oh, I see what you did there, Katara. Those prickly spines, point, ba-dunts. A type of cactus has a wonderful fruit that my grandmother loved. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, super light. Plus, if you follow her on Instagram, you can see her cute baby. It's Instagram.com/Rachel Reinert Studio. So you can find her there. Yeah, wasn't that great? That was so nice of her. I know it looks pretty light now, but we're going to go over it again. There's still plenty of color to add to this. All right, so that was the 5-7. Love those colors for the cacti you're using now. Thanks, Rachel. All right, so now we are using number 56. And yes, I agree. It's always helpful to use a reference for any subjects you need help with. I do all the time. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I was showing them the pictures of the cacti in the front of your book. Not to mention, because you have so many pictures of your travels on there, a lot of times you can just go to Rachel's Instagram and take a look at some of the pictures that she's taken. We're just doing real light layers here, okay? Because we're going to bring in some more of that green here that we used on our first layer. All right, now we're going to use our yellow. We're going to fill in the rest of that space. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Mia. Yeah, if you follow that link right there, that'll take you straight to Rachel's Instagram. I've been using a split screen on my iPad to keep a photo up. Oh, there you go, Donna. That's perfect. Okay, so now what we do, before we're going to add the rest of our green layer, we're going to take our brown and our pink, okay? And remember, we are using the number 73 and the number 25, okay? So we're going to start with the pink. What we're going to do, going real lightly, just add a little bit. It's kind of similar to the background that we did on the fish background, if you remember that, for the water. These kind of little trail down, you know, just a little bit. Adding in a little bit of that pink color here. Okay. It's a very good suggestion, Mia. Again, I'm coloring very lightly here. Okay. Oh, help if I kept it in frame. Professional streamer, by the way. Of that pink here. There we go. Turn that. So over here, we're just going real lightly. Okay. Now we're going to take this brown. Okay, this is the number 73. Hit some of these little shaded areas, okay? Remember, we're going to be going back over this with the green again. It makes it look like the setting sun is hitting it. Oh, nice. I like that. Yes, Emily, I've learned to use a light hand when using Ergosofts, otherwise they don't lay down layers. Yeah, exactly. I definitely had to train myself out of that, because with Prismacolors, you know, light, heavy, any of it, it all blends together because they're just so soft. Loretta says, I can't help but laugh at the dragonlings on this page I'm doing. One's teeth apparently, and biting on the shirt, one shy peeking out around inside his cloak. Oh, that's cute. A blushing cacti. There you go, Donna. All right, now we're gonna grab that dark green again. One's peeking out from behind his cloak, sticking his tongue out at one of the others across from it. Oh, that's cute. All right, so we're gonna use that number 5 green again, okay? And we're gonna go not super hard, but a little bit harder. Okay. And also, if you've got any of those Arteza gel pens or any gel pens that you like to use, we're not doing just strictly Ergosofts on this page. We could always add more. Oh, look at that, I nicked that cactus. So well, we'll be coloring more green on it anyway. You know, whichever gel pens you want, you can always add a little bit of embellishment, which I'm kind of thinking I kind of want to do on this cactus. As soon as we're done with all this color here, we'll add a few little embellishments. Just real lightly. Oh, hi Mimi! Hi Mimi! In case anyone didn't know, Mimi is a dog. Can you imagine if I greeted all of my viewers like that? Hi Mia! Hi Mia! Hi Donna! Like, that might get a little weird. Woof woof, Mimi, there you go. Alright, so there's with that green. Actually, let's soften this up just a bit more. I want to make sure we get these layers nice and smooth. Okay. I absolutely had to get that one. The images in are right up my alley. Oh, perfect! I know, right, Loretta? Alright, now we're going to use number 57. Okay, we're going back over that green again. As long as you give up treats, it's all good. There you go. It would be funny, Emily. I know, everybody coming in here would just think I was completely nuts. It's like, that'll be the entertainment for this coloring stream. Go there because that color is just absolutely crazy. You'll always find something entertaining there. That'll be my shtick. Adding in those light layers. Okay. Give us treats. There you go. Send everybody cookies. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this darker green here. Okay, now we're gonna grab that other light green, the number 56. Okay, when I replay this stream, I'm going to put the speed on slow so I can see exactly how you're coloring. Sounds good, Donna. I'm sorry I'm going fast. Okay. All right, now let's grab... Weird, my YouTube had an ad with premium. Interesting. Did your premium maybe run out today? Okay, we're going to use the number 25 for that pink again. Maybe press a little bit harder because we got a lot of layers to kind of get this pink to show up. Okay, not super hard when you get to the lighter part, but you know, maybe a little bit harder on this darker part here. Oh, okay, well that works. Did the ads show up while I'm streaming? I guess I always just assumed the ads were only at the very beginning of the video. I'd be curious to know if they randomly pop up during the stream. You appear to be doing a wide stumbling. Yeah, it's a little bit wider of of a circle, just because we have a bigger space. Okay. Oh, it's pre-planned. Oh, you were switching to TV. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. All right, so now number 73. So we're gonna add this brown to get kind of the shadowing a little bit, okay? Here we go. Put there. Okay. Now one last thing, if you want this green to pop more than the kind of brownish colors, then you can take your dark green again, the number 5, and then just do one more layer on it. You've never seen an ad? Okay. Just coloring real lightly here, just drawing up some more of that rich green. Okay, not much, because I don't want to ruin these light colors that we've made. Okay, on the base you can go a little bit darker. Okay, let's add just a tad more green here. Okay, there we go. Tad more there. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. I'm doing the last Dragon Lane a bit darker blue. That's not as bright as Little Chompy. There you go. All right, so number 57 again. Right about here, just because I got a little heavy-handed with that dark green. I want to make sure that blends in real well, okay? And there's nothing wrong with lots of layers, because it really helps to give it, you know, the more color you've added to it, the more depth it's going to have. Versus just, you know, a single flat color. Okay. Let's zoom on out, see how it looks. Ooh, wrong way. Here we go. There we go. I'm pleased with that. So nice watching your stream, Emily. I'm off to feed and tuck in baby and can't wait to see the finished piece. Thanks everyone for watching. Happy coloring. Rachel, thank you so much for swinging by. This was so special. I appreciate it so much. You are absolutely wonderful and so talented, and your baby is absolutely adorable. You have a great night and snuggle that little baby. All right. So I actually want to go ahead and grab those glitter gel pens here. I don't know. Do you think we should do the gel pens? I don't want to cheapen it. No, I wouldn't. Okay. Let's grab our gel pens real quick. It'd be fun to just add a little bit of extra bling to it, huh? All right, let's do this dark green. Plus, it's so glittery. Okay. So what I want to do, let's make sure this is, yeah, there we go. Here we go. Just add a few little, yeah, that's fun. I like that. Just a few little dots, you know? And then when the light catches it, see how they kind of shine a little bit? Have a great night, Rachel. Mia, thanks again for that link. Everyone, that is Rachel's Instagram link. So if you're not following her, go ahead and go check that out. There, and you know what? We're gonna, this little spike here, we're gonna do there. This one here is gonna have a little gel pen. This one here is gonna have a little gel pen. Be good. Yes, always yes to glitter. Yes, always to yes to glitter. Cover that little spike there, that one there, that one there, that one there. I'm just trying to remember where I'm putting it so I don't accidentally smear it. A little bit in these darker areas here, giving it a tad bit of texture here. There we go. Okay, all right, let's zoom on out. There we go. We can always add some onto that pink flower too. Okay, well, look at that. We have finished a cactus. Oh, and look at that. Even though I was telling myself, I smeared it just a tiny bit. Very lightly trying to get that away. Look at that. Tell myself not to do it, and I do it anyway. Silly me. Okay, so let's get back up here a little bit so we can see what we did tonight. Okay, we'll go all the way up here so we can see the whole page. All right, let's get this in focus. And I highly recommend doing gel pen last so that way it doesn't smear. All right, so we got some wings done, we got a flower done, we got one of the cacti done. So it gives you a pretty good idea of kind of where it's going, how it's gonna look. We're gonna do kind of a bluish yellow sky too. I was thinking of attempting a almost bokeh style background, but I don't know how that's gonna look at the end, if it'll go with it, you know? So, but we're gonna keep rolling with the cacti and the feathers and the flowers. We've got this fun kind of stem here to do too. I'm thinking maybe either a brown or a dark green. So yeah, it'll be real fun. All right, so I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. I will update with the pencil numbers and names and everything. And then I will see all of you here on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll keep working on this page. And then on Sunday at 10 a.m., we're gonna have a digital coloring stream. Okay, so we're gonna roll with that for now. We're gonna leave this on a great note. It was so wonderful having all of you here, and it was amazing that Rachel stopped by. Made it so, so special. So everyone have a great night, a great today, rest of today and tomorrow, and I will see all of you lovely, lovely people on Friday night. All right, everyone have a great night, and I will see you then. Bye.